presidential caucus. The first thing I need to say is Tom Anderson has worked for 2, if not 3 months, making this work as well as it did. Give him a big hand. His comment was lots of teamwork. You've seen people around the room moving places with neck badges on, volunteers from the Latah County Republican Central Committee. I'll take that as a plug and invite any and all of you who wish to join us to do so. You can find us on our webpage, which is latahgop.org. It is not hard to remember, and we'd be happy to have you join us and help work for the Republican Party in Latah County. At this point, I would like to ask Tom, who's not through his job yet, where's the flag, Tom? You can get it down and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. And I'd like to ask Reverend Bauman, following that, to lead us in a prayer.
Oh, wow, I've been fed for too long. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for the freedoms that we enjoy in this country. We thank you for the way you've blessed us immensely over centuries, and we ask you to bless what transpires tonight, and I pray that you would receive the glory. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen.
I don't want to sit back down again.
Chairman of the Latah County Republican Party. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. We do have with us tonight, I've noticed 3 elected officials. Lois Reed, Latah County Treasurer, is in the house. She was over there. There she is, Lois. Raise your hand. Susan Peterson, Latah County Clerk Auditor, is with us. Susan is directing traffic out in the tunnel. Wayne Krause, Moscow City Council, is here. If I missed anybody, yell at me, or I'm on the city council too. The restrooms are located over here on this wall. If you need those, if you haven't found them yet, I think those are all Bible kids, aren't they? Over on the Bauer. Mama and Bauer. Figure out which. If you get the feeling like you didn't give them enough money for that little bitty cup of popcorn that my wife spent all day popping, feel free to go back by and throw some more money in. One of the great things about this caucus system is that the counties get to pay for doing this. The state does not pay for it. It's coming out of the county coffers. So we're, kind of tapped making this work. We're glad you're here. It's just thrilling.
Welfare, that's county GOP, not.
What did I say? County GOP.
Yeah, you said county, it makes it sound like.
Latah County is paying for none of it. Latah GOP. On the way out, we're going to take the unused ballots that are locked in the briefcase over here and put them out in the foyer by a donation box. The reason being, if you look at the ballots in your hand, the first one has First Idaho Caucus on it, and you will use that one when you vote your first ballot. You won't have that one anymore. So if you would like a souvenir ballot pack, we have them out here. We appreciate the generous donation to take one home and give your kids and grandkids and say, I was there. Okay, I heard Cindy do hers, but what I need to do is if all of the ballot counters in each of the bleacher sections would stand, and the head table, which will count the results coming from those monitor tables, would stand. Is there any objection to anyone who's going to be counting your ballots?
Any liberals down there?
Are the ballot counters approved? Say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Y'all can be seated.
Everybody.
Okay, when we get started with voting, the monitors that you just approved will take the ballot box, that's the big black box that you see in front of them, and they will empty it, or show that it's empty. They'll pick it up and show you that it's empty, nothing in it. Then they'll put it back down, tape it shut with Scotch tape. At that time, then you'll go ahead and make your vote on your red ballot. Circle the choice of your choice. And then we're going to have the monitors and volunteers do like church ushers. They'll go back up here to the top and start down there and pass the ballot box down through this section, and those through that section, back and forth until we get down to the front. Please do not fold your ballot. It makes it twice as hard to count when we get them down here. So don't fold the ballots, but you can palm it like you do a $1 bill when you put it in your collection plate. Put it in upside down in the ballot box and it'll be a secret ballot. After everybody in your section has voted, they will bring the ballot box down here to the table, open it, dump out all the ballots, and then the three of them will conduct the count back and forth, watching each other so that they all come up with the same count, all three of them. Then they will take that information and put it on a brown envelope, one of these big brown envelopes. They will put the vote count on here for this section and each section, and the total votes cast. They'll have to add them up. So we can all do that. Once they do that, they will take all the ballots and put them back in this envelope, seal it shut. All three of them will sign the seal. And then they'll Scotch tape over their signatures. Then they take the envelope to these three people at the head table, where they will record what's on that envelope. And there's three people watching what each other does and agreeing on what each other does. While that's happening, we also have other crowds at Princeton, Troy, and Kendrick doing the same thing. We have station captains down there, which are kind of like these people. They will be getting their vote count. They have a brown envelope, and they will call on phones to me or Thomas, and then we will take that information and put it on a combined sheet over here with these three people. Once we get the information on the cell phone, we have somebody else at the table read it back to Kendrick or Troy with somebody else on the other end to verify the count. Once that's all done, we get a total. These folks here will be totaling up all the sections and all the rural sites, and then Walter will work out